Today I'm going to put in this Wolo bad boy chrome air horn on my Marauder VZ800, and I'm going to make a little video about it. My horn is so pitiful on the bike. I'll give you an example in a second. I was behind my wife the other day and I was honking at her to see if she could see me and pull over because I needed to ask her something, and she couldn't even hear my my horn on my stock bike. So it's pretty much worthless. So I'm going to switch it out to this horn. And I got the chrome version. I'm not a big chrome fan, but the other one, I'm going to try to mount it in the same spot that my horn is now, right by the radiator. And I figured the chrome would look a little bit better. So I'm going to go put it on. Alright, just open the package. It comes with the relay. One bolt. Just going to screw right into where the other one was, and that will be the back of it. This will be the front. So that's it. It comes with a little bad boy sticker, some instructions. Alright, for the installation I was just reading the instructions, saying the relay supply with this horn is to protect the factory horn button, switch, and wiring. So I'm going to go ahead and put that relay in. I hadn't planned on it, but there's a relay that comes with the bad boy. And I just went up to Radio Shack, I don't know, $3.99 or $2.99. Got this inline fuse. They recommend 20 amp fuse in the instructions. So I got a few 20 amp fuses. I had some 12 gauge wire, some red and some green, so that'll be my positive and my ground. So that's why I bought this inline fuse. It already had 12 gauge wire on it. Got some butt connectors if I'm going to use those. I might use these disconnect connectors, don't know, but try to use one of these to go to the positive on the battery. Now you can take one side to ground and or negative, so I'll just take off the tank, see where everything's going to lay out, and see if I have a bolt or something around. I might just go to ground with it and use one of those as well. Alright, so there's the factory horn. I don't know if you can see it, but these connectors go up here and they're going to go into this panel here. So I'm going to try to mount the relay back here. Just pull these wires through, mount the relay, put the other wires through. So this is the horn with the bike running. I know it's in the garage, it might sound loud right now, but it's really not. So we're going to try to put a better horn on this bike. Alright, so we got the gas tank off. Got the battery pan out. So I'm probably going to run the wires down this way because the wiring harness starts here, goes up. We got these wiring harness clips, runs right down into there, and then this is where the original horn is. So I'm going to split this connector, pull it through. I'm going to try to mount the relay right here, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the bike, opposite of the radiator, and I found this screw here. It goes into the air box that holds some throttle cables, and the relay fit right there. So right now I have the original horn goes to 85 and 86, doesn't matter which, and then you have 87 that goes to the positive of the new horn, and then this post 30 of the relay goes back to the positive terminal of the battery. I'm going to put a fuse in line on that. So I'm going to start from the battery, work my way up to this relay, work my way up to the horn. Can't work without my buddy. Right, Sadie girl? Yeah, always with me. Alright, so I'm going down the other side. Gotta wire tie here. I've already checked continuity. Another tie here, through this tie here. I'll probably put one or two more along here. But there's the relay, and we'll go ahead and put the fuse in line here, connect it to the relay, make another lead out here. Alright, so I used 2 blade connectors here for my inline fuse. Another blade connector to go on the relay here. I tried the butt connector on this, but I hate those. I never get them to work. I don't know what it is. But anyways, this is showing continuity all the way through the fuse, all the way back to the battery. So I'm going to place this in here, connect it to the relay, run my other wire from here, and I'm going to try to go ahead and mount the horn now. And then I'll have that. It's not connected to the battery right now. So I'll run my whole positive line before I connect to the battery, show continuity all the way through. And I'll run the ground or negative. I guess I could ground it right here. Alright, relay's all hooked up. This one's to the battery, got the fuse in between it. This one's coming out here. And we're gonna go to, got the horn mounted, and go to the positive of that. Alright, so the positive's all hooked up to the relay, all the way back to the battery. Now I just gotta run a negative to any ground or the negative of the battery. So instead of running it all the way back to the battery, might just run it to this choke screw. That's probably where it's gonna go. Alright. Okay, there it is. I decided just to go to this frame bolt here that's going in the air box as well from the ground. I'm gonna hook up the positive and we'll give it a chirp. Right, watch out, Sadie. Alright, here it is. It's a bad boy air horn. I'm gonna put the bike back together. I guess while I got the tank off, I'm gonna go ahead and change the spark plugs. Put this back together. The air horn sounds great. I'll take it out for a spin. So she's back together. There's the new air horn. I mean, it's big, but that's okay. People get the heck out of my way. Let's start her up. And hear how loud she is over the Sadie, you're gonna. This is not gonna be good. It's gonna be loud. See? Told you. Alright, there she is running. Horn's way louder. People are gonna hear that one. For sure. Alright. Time for a ride. So I'm off to do a little amendment to my setup for the horn that I did. After doing this and talking to a gentleman on the MIG forum, I forgot his name right now, but I'll annotate it. He suggested, and I even thought about this when I was doing it, to move that fuse from up here closer to the battery. Because that's the whole purpose of a fuse. I don't know what I was thinking. Because if I have a short in the wire from after this fuse down to the battery, that fuse is irrelevant. Makes sense to have the fuse as close to the power source as possible. So I'm going to, since I used the blade connectors, I'm just going to undo the fuse here, put the blade connector into the relay, come down here, cut the wire, put the fuse in line, and then everything should be right with the world. So unhooked it from the battery. Took this front corner panel piece off, and I can see the relay and everything down there, and here's the fuse. So I'm just disconnect this blade connector and put it in there, and then move the whole fuse system down to the battery. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but that's all hooked up now. Now I got the fuse at the battery. just a little lead here from the fuse going to the battery terminal. So I'll hook that up.